Hi, this is Riddhi Kumar and you're watching me on Bollywood Helpline. People in South call him darling.
Oh.
And he literally is like that. He's a darling to work with. Being a girl, being a woman, as long as I am fighting with a partner and telling him ki, go, mujhe tumse baat nahi karni and all, he should stand and wait outside for like 3 days with flowers and stuff like that. I think that's how every woman feels. When I prepped for the character, I learned how to do archery. I learned how to do like one-handed archery with my mouth. It is so less shown in cinema. We're mostly shown as subdued characters and very like sabhya, but Naris are not sabhya. We're warriors. My dream, the one I'm trying to sort of manifest, is playing Rekha in Rekha's biopic directed by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. That's my dream project. I make impulsive decisions and I react impulsively every day and I regret it 2 minutes later, but that's just me being a girl. I'm Chippali Naktelidu, Kani na pe Riddhi Kumar.
Hello everyone, मैं हूँ कविशा सिंह from Bollywood Helpline and today we have with us a gorgeous lady who is sitting right here with us. She's managing everything, which shows how talented she is. She's managing studies, she's managing work, she's acting, she's traveling, she's doing everything. We have with us the beautiful Riddhi Kumar. Hi Riddhi, how are you?
Thanks for the introduction.
How are you doing?
Good, I'm doing very well right now.
So, talking about your latest release, the trailer of Raja Sahab, how's the response being? How are you taking it?
It's been really good. I feel like the pre-teaser did a lot of buzz.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the teaser obviously made like great noise. I'm very hyped and very excited about it, that it's finally coming out. It's been a long wait, but yeah.
The long wait, are you nervous for the release?
No. We've got Prabhas. Come on, no, not at all. I'm very confident and excited about it, honestly.
I mean, you are definitely confident. And talking about you said we have Prabhas. It's your second project with him, if I'm not. How was it working with him? I mean, there's a 3 years gap, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Radhe Shyam was released in 2022. Right. And this is coming in December. How was the working experience with him so far?
It's been great. People in South call him darling.
Oh.
And he literally is like that. He's a darling to work with. He's very sweet. And I have not seen, he's been the same with me when I was in Radhe Shyam and when I was in Raja Sahab. And I'm super excited to work with him. He's a fabulous person to work with and a really good actor as well.
Okay. So he's like a different person on camera and behind the camera, or is it like the same? How is it?
On camera, you mean in scenes? Or
exactly. While he's working and behind the camera.
I mean, when you're working, you're obviously trying to be a different person because you're portraying your character.
Correct.
So you're expressing like different facets of yourself, and behind the camera you get to be more of yourself. You don't have to portray anything. Of course there's a difference because आपका character अलग ही होता है और आप अलग होते हो, but not in terms of anything extreme, I would say.
Talking about your role in Radhe Shyam, as we all know, your role was little, but it played a very big impact in the movie. Actually, it changed the whole perspective of the movie. What I felt genuinely. So
really, thanks.
Exactly. So did you felt like when the movie was released, the message you wanted to give through your character? I mean, playing a character, as you said, you give your everything when you play that. Did you think that the message was actually portrayed when you were giving?
I do think so. In fact, when I prepped for the character, I learned how to do archery. I learned how to do one-handed archery with my mouth. Because Tara, the character's name, she was a Paralympic archer.
Yes.
And I think portraying her makes you understand the kind of resilience people have. No matter what you lose, you always have so much to look forward to and do with yourself.
Right.
The kind of impact that it had also, I got a lot of messages from people that they felt really inspired looking at that character.
Definitely.
So yeah, I felt like it had a really nice impact. And it played very well with the story as well.
Exactly.
And it got me Raja Sahab. So.
I mean, it's a win-win either.
It's a win-win, yeah.
Definitely. Talking about impacts, when I saw you in Crash Course, when I was introduced to you, it's just not about the impact. The role was really relatable. So, is Riddhi in real like that which you played on Crash Course? Yeah, it's like thoda different. Because it's a teenage character, as you know, it's a college girl, and you are studying right now as
but I'm 27. I would say with Shania, the character I played in Crash Course, I personally relate to her a lot. Because I feel like, especially, I think all girls can relate to it, because when we're younger and we're in that teenage space, हमारे hormones भी बहुत ऊपर नीचे होते हैं.
Definitely.
And at that point of time, she's also dealing with, you know, initial pregnancy. So we
Yes.
need to understand that people can be very reactive. There was a scene where Satya and Shania have an argument on the
Exactly.
street,
Yes.
which was like, you know, the highlight of their relationship, the show. It did really well. I feel like being a girl, being a woman, as long as I am fighting with a partner and telling him ki, you know, go, mujhe tumse baat nahi karni and all, he should stand and wait outside for like 3 days with flowers and stuff like that. I think that's how every woman feels. As long as you're being very stoic and normally you're saying ki, okay, this is done, then no is a no. But if I'm being, you know, because I'm emotionally affected by it,
Yes.
and that is only, that kind of anger comes when you're hurt. And I feel like women do get really angry. It is so less shown in cinema. You know, we're mostly shown as subdued characters and very like sabhya, but naris are not sabhya. We're like, we're warriors and we want to fight. Like, we want to fight for our relationship and what we believe in. And I feel like every girl does that, you know, like especially when we're in love and especially when we're hurt. How else do you express? And that too as a teenager, when you can't manage your emotions that well. So yeah.
That's the reason I said I can relate to Shaya
Yeah.
so much.
That's why I was like, all the bhadas I have with my romanticism in life, I have to take it out on Satya.
Exactly. So talking about your role in Radha Saab, ऐसा कुछ हमको दिखने में मिल सकता है क्या? Like it's fierce, yeah, it's emotional. If you can give a gist about it.
I can't say much about it.
Of course you cannot.
Yeah. But I would say that she's a very real, a very authentic and a very expressive character.
Acha.
Not in terms of aggression, but in terms of her love and in terms of how she feels, how empathetic she is, how she helps. So in those terms, I would say yes. So yeah, it's a different kind of relatability. You will know it when you watch it. And she's very, yeah, okay, no, I can't say.
Talking about, as you said, you know, hormonal disbalance and everything,
Yeah.
what women deal with, we are warriors. Is there any incident in your life that you personally like still cannot forget, aisa kuch like you did in an impulse reaction or something?
Every day. I'm just a girl. I make impulsive decisions and I react impulsively every day and I regret it 2 minutes later, but that's just me being a girl. And I think everybody does it.
So any incident like that which affected your career in a good or a bad way?
I can't think of anything specific, to be very honest. But I feel like all throughout my career, I've been very opinionated in terms of what I feel I deserve in every aspect. And sometimes it may come off as impulse. Sometimes it may be more, you know, subtle and mature. But it has always turned out for the best because I feel like I've been real to myself.
That's the most important thing when you're
Yeah.
working, actually, you know.
Yeah.
Talking about your journey, you have like completed 8 years in the industry, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
more than that.
8, yeah.
Yeah. How's the journey been? Like, how would you like to describe it in your own words?
It's been, I mean, in a cliche term, I would say it's been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
I think every artist also sort of relates to it, that there's an immense high and there are immense lows that we do take in stride but I feel like being a part of this industry, and especially to me, my personal journey, I've found it to be quite miraculous. I try to see the positives and the things that I have gotten, and I try to be very grateful about it. And I would say it's been quite miraculous for me. Like, there have been times where, you know, I've been sad and I've been low with in terms of work because I've been very young as well and I didn't understand life as much. But as you grow up, you sort of learn through those challenges, and then now you learn to, in a way, fight it and get better. And then you also try to explore different avenues of yourself. And so as a person, I now feel like whenever I have the time, I try to learn everything new that I can. So it adds on to my personality. It helps me in my characters. And whenever I have work, I mean, when we do have work, it's like Bhagwan deta hai to chappad maar ke deta hai. And there's no night or day. You're just constantly at it.
As I have read, you're a graduate in philosophy. And as you said abhi thodi der pehle, you are pursuing a master's also.
Yeah.
From that, switching your career and acting where your parents and relatives always supporting, because there is a, you know, stigma hai ki there's a lot of difficulties when a girl being this and you have to enter in the industry. Was that the same at your place?
No, it wasn't. I've been very privileged in terms of my background and upbringing. My parents have always, asked me to explore myself. My mom always says कि तुम एक bud हो, तुमको भी एक फूल में खुद को explore करना है. So, just explore everything, grow yourself, never hurt anyone in the process of doing so, and always be true to yourself. And they always gave us freedom with a lot of trust, and we took that as a responsibility as well, that we would never break that trust.
Yes.
And so everything that I do, I also still discuss it with my parents. I update them on all the projects that I'm working on. I take their advice on everything, because I feel like your parents are truly your supporters, your cheerleaders, and in my personal opinion, they're the only people that you can wholeheartedly trust who would want the best for you. So no, they've always supported me, and I had to prove myself, of course, to gain their trust and support. But it's been an ongoing process, but it's been very fruitful and nice.
Definitely, we can see that. And you actually look like a flower.
Oh, thanks.
You have worked in like multilingual industries. When I was reading, when I was going through your Wikipedia, I have read that you have worked in Marathi, Hindi, Telugu, and Malayalam.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Was the language barrier coming when you were working, or like it was the same? Kuch differences देखने मिले थे while you were working?
Language barrier wise, I would say Marathi. So my mother is a Maharashtrian, so I speak fluent Marathi. My dad's from Jharkhand, so my Hindi is very nice. But when it came to Telugu and Malayalam, I had to learn the language. But I also feel that when you work in an industry, you're working in an artistic atmosphere. The most important thing is expression in art. Mm-hmm. And if you don't understand the language, then you don't understand the culture. And without culture, you can't express wholeheartedly what that art form is. Because every kind of art form comes from that culture. Right? It's so highly influenced. So I did learn the language. I used to study all the time and I used to write my dialogues down. I'm like, okay, इसको हिंदी में मैं लिखूंगी, फिर उसको इंग्लिश में मैं लिखूंगी, ताकि हिंदी में आपका प्रोनाउंसिएशन करेक्ट आए, इंग्लिश में आपके मीनिंग्स आ जाए, and then उसके बाद वो रट के लर्न करके, then I got a hang of it. Now I speak Telugu. Yeah.
Can we get something?
ఏం చెప్పాలి నాకు తెలీదు, కానీ నా పేరు Riddhi Kumar.
And what was that translation?
I was saying कि क्या बोलूं मुझे पता नहीं, मेरा नाम रिद्धि कुमार है.
It was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
After Radha Saab, like you have worked with Pravas twice, and you have worked on OTT and also on the big screen. So this is a very common question. I know you would get a lot of it, but I want to know your opinion. Is there any difference working on the big screen and OTT when you're working?
Being very honest, I have never necessarily seen a difference. Mm-hmm. I think that when you're an actor working on a set, it's always the same. It's always the same teams, the same passion, the same people putting in as much amounts of hard work, because you're trying to create something together. There is differences in terms of production. Every time, if a production house or the budgets are different, then there is a difference in set. But apart from that, there's no difference in terms, like a OTT could have a higher budget and a film could have a lower budget, right? So, but you can never judge it on the basis of it being a OTT or a big screen film. So I don't see much of a difference. I think all of them are great. Like, they're fun.
If not an actor, if I may ask, what would you be?
So many things. Do you know Sylvia Plath? Like, she's a writer, and she had this analogy, which is like a fig tree analogy. Achha. So she was like, I was standing in front of a fig tree, and I saw all, the branches of the tree coming out, and with every branch there was like a fruit, like a nice plumpy purple fig. Achha. That was, so to her it was like कि मैं या तो वाइफ बन सकती हूँ और बच्चे पैदा कर सकती हूँ, मैं या तो यहाँ से भाग के कोई राइटर एक आइसोलेटेड जगह में बन सकती हूँ, मैं या तो कोई वर्ल्ड फेमस आर्टिस्ट बन सकती हूँ, या फिर मैं कुछ डांसर बन सकती हूँ. मतलब देयर आर सो मेनी डिफरेंट एवेन्यूज. या एक साइंटिस्ट बन सकती हूँ, फिलोसोफर बन सकती हूँ. सो आई फील लाइक सिल्विया प्लाथ स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द ट्री एंड वाचिंग दोज फिग्स fall down, and I'm like, मैं क्या करूँ? But I want to be the whole tree. Like, I want to do everything, and I feel like life is long. Yes. Acting is amazing. I love doing it. I think it's given me a great platform to express myself. But I also have high hopes for me in terms of philosophy and being a writer, in terms of social activism, in terms of Kathak, because I love doing that as well. And sometimes maybe, 2 years down the line, I'll start a new hobby and maybe want a career in that as well. So I would say everything.
Let's talk about your bond with the girls behind the set. You worked with Pooja,
Yeah.
and we have seen the teaser. There's Nidhi, there's you, and
Malvika, yeah.
exactly, you three are standing in one scene. How's the girl bond behind
It
the
was
scene?
amazing. I love Nidhi and Malvika. I think they're two really interesting and intelligent women. They have so much to share, and especially when we would shoot like during December ka time pe, we three of us used to be like these three aunties sipping onto garam garam adrak ka chai, and we're discussing इस पे ये चल रहा है, यहाँ पे ये चल रहा है, मैंने वो पहना था, तूने क्या किया, and then suddenly this conversation would go into like how human beings are as people and what is art and what is life and do you believe in religion. So it's like they're so interesting and they have so much to share, and it's always great having conversations with them.
And with Pooja, ma'am.
I believe her and we didn't really get to talk as much because I didn't share a lot of scenes with her. My scenes were only with Prabhas.
Prabhas,
yeah,
right.
So not as much. But I'm sure she's great.
After Prabhas, is there any dream project or a person you are dreaming to work with? I mean, as you said, Prabhas is known as darling in the industry. So after Prabhas, is there anyone that you dreamed or aspired to work with?
My dream, the one I'm trying to sort of manifest, is playing Rekha in Rekha's biopic directed by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. That's my dream project. And I wrote a letter to him. Like I wrote him a coffee-dipped, hand-curated, burnt edges, ekdam vintage wala letter with a sealed stamp. So I hope if he's watching, then he should read my letter and cast me as Rekha in his film.
So who's your inspiration? Like it's Rekha or it's someone else to pursue acting?
To pursue acting, I really like Rekha like as an individual, as an embodiment of what it means to be unabashedly yourself. But when it comes to pursuing acting, I've been attracted to all forms of art since early years. Like I've always been painting or writing or singing or dancing or doing like art and crafts. I love doing oil painting as well. So I've always tried to express myself. And I feel like acting to me is like the epitome of self-expression.
Correct.
Because it includes you, your body, your voice, your everything. And of course, your emotions. So that's why I pursued acting. So I would say the inspiration behind it would just be self-expression. And I don't want to boast, but I found it within myself.
As you said, ki acting, how you define acting is like a epitome of self-expression.
Yeah.
So overall, you said you do everything in art. So overall, when we ask ki art ko aap kaise define karna chahengi, like you defined acting now, how would you define it? What's art?
I would define art as authentic self-expression. I think it is taking everything that you have learned or known, or your culture or your history, everything that you wholeheartedly believe in, and expressing it in a way that feels the most authentic to you. Be it in terms of a painting, be it in terms of a song where you sort of, relate with, you let other people relate to your music through the lyrics that you choose. That's why Taylor Swift is so big. I think it's just authentic self-expression. And even as an actor, the more authentic you are as a person, as an artist, the better you get at it. So yeah.
Talking about an authentic person, what is Riddhi behind the camera, if I may ask?
Literally the same person in front of the camera. I'm this. I'm me. I'm expressive. I'm emotional. I really love exploring new things, and I love being grounded to my roots. I love the culture that I belong to. I'm very proud of it. I love the fact, and I'm very proud of the fact that I'm an army officer's daughter. I have the most feminist mother that I could ever hope or wish for, and that's me.
You abhi said na ki your mom is Marathi, and your dad is from Jamshedpur, so
Jharkhand,
Jharkhand, exactly. So was it love marriage?
Yeah.
So is that on cards with you also? Like you prefer love marriage or arranged marriage? Have they inspired you ki yes, love exists?
I think I mean, I'm open for both in terms of other people's opinions. Like people can choose, of course, what works for them. But to me, I feel spending the rest of your life with someone has got to be someone who's your best friend and who you accept unconditionally. If that's not love, then I don't know what love is. That is love to me.
What's the definition of love for you? According to you, what's love?
That which is not unconditional is not love.
Any future projects, like coming to the end of the interview, any future projects that you excited?
I do have one which I'll be shooting in September. I can't give out too many details, and can I don't know.
It's okay.
And there's a Marathi film coming out. It's called
Acha.
Kadi Patta, which I'm very excited about. It's a very cute, again, love story.
We can
And that too, like a marriage setup.
Oh.
So yeah,
we can see you as a Marathi bride with all that.
it actually starts with a divorce.
Oh my god!
But it's so new gen. It is so interesting because it makes you understand what love is beyond complications, beyond fights, beyond you choosing yourself, and then you understand what a relationship means, which is sometimes choosing the other person as well, or just mutual happiness.
Lastly, one last question. As you said that you are pursuing your masters and you are working like as these many projects are coming together, one big project is on the line in December. So how do you manage studies and everything?
I just work really hard. I wake up early and I just go at it. I have my exams coming up, so I've been up since like 6, just studying. And I go back to do that. But I feel like, again, being an artist, sometimes you don't know whether it's day or night because you're so busy. And sometimes you do have the privilege of having time to yourself. And that's where I like to make the most of it.
You're really hardworking.
Thanks. I enjoy doing it.
So any message to your fans who are aspiring to become like you? I mean, there are little girls who might watching you right now who want to be like you.
What I would want to say that I wouldn't say be like me. I would rather say be more like you, because I know how it can be to feel like a woman, because being a woman, I know it can be hard sometimes because of societal expectations and norms that pull you down. But at this, and we sort of seek a superpower that, you know, sort of saves us from this or puts us forward. But I feel like that's within you. You have that superpower because you're unique and you're amazing and you have everything that it takes. All you have to do is take up space, speak for yourself, fight for what you want, and go at it because you deserve everything you desire. That's what I want to say.
Beautiful. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Riddhi.
so
It was
much.
really great talking to you.
You too.
Thank you so much. So this was all. हमें अपने views comment section में बताइए. Like the video and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.